Yo, what's up guys? It's Pygoz here, the Crypto Pie, and today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin and just the overall markets, what's happening, maybe a little bit about Ethereum as well. But let's first take a look at the BLX, the Brave New Coin Liquid Index, guys. On the weekly chart, a lot of people are talking about this blue line here, right? This is the moving average 200. And they say the weekly line, guys, we cannot go under there, okay? And that is not true, guys, okay? Because if we go back here, right, and this is not where we are right now, guys, this is back in the day, this is 2015, right, this bear market, and yes, it was very important, but remember, it's a weekly candle, okay? So we can definitely go under it, as long as we don't close under it, okay? You saw we fell under it here as well, alright, it went to $168, and then it popped back up, and we never closed under it, okay? Well, we closed under it a little bit here, but with huge wicks, so that was fine, and that's basically what we're looking for right now. Okay, so this is where we are right now. We cannot close under it, but we can definitely go under it, right? We can technically sit under it until well, 1 a.m. my time on Sunday, right? Like, as long as before that we pop back up, so the weekly close looks better. Okay, that is all we have to do. You know, this line is not some magical line, guys, right? I want you to read up on moving averages and what they're based on, right? It's basically just the previous 200 candles and then the average. Nothing more, nothing less, because it's the moving average, not weighted, not exponential, no nothing. All right. So we can definitely go under it. It's just an average, okay? It's a technical average that you do bounce from quite a lot in markets, all right? But we can just go under it and then bounce back up and just not close under it, not too far anyhow, all right? That's the only thing you need to look at, all right? So don't get scared when you're watching a lot of other YouTubers, because I do watch some as well, and just you know, kind of gauge what they are seeing, and sometimes agree, sometimes I completely disagree. At this statement, I completely disagree, okay, with any YouTuber that tells you like, oh yeah, you know, the 200 weekly moving average is so important. No, you can definitely go under it, alright? Just don't close way under it, okay? That's all you need to look at. Alright, let's get back into on the actual Bitcoin charts, right? So here we have Bitfinex. So let's take a look at the hourly here. Obviously, when we were here, I made a video yesterday, and I said, like, you know, a big move is coming. Whether it's a breakout or a breakdown. And, well, I was more inclined to go short, right? Simple fact, right? Under the 200 EMA, here you have the line as well. But, you know, did I do much? No, I didn't take much action at all. Because the simple fact, it's not a large gain anyhow, right? Even if you would go short here, the max you can get here is 3%, okay? To like this bottom. This is how I have the line. It depends how you draw it, of course. But so another thing, you know, once again, that we talk about quite a lot. Actually, let me turn off the 200 moving average weekly, because we don't need a 200 moving average here, right? I don't look much at it except for on the weekly charts, okay? The exponential tells me much more. All right, so yeah, I just draw my line from here, and then I have a kind of almost a touch here, touch here, touch here, and you know, we're looking for one more touch, and I do expect this to break to the upside because it's a falling wedge. Alright, and that's just what typically this pattern does. Of course, it can fall to the downside as well, but that's why you have a stop loss, right? But yeah, this is a bullish pattern, guys, right? Don't let anyone fool you. This is a bullish pattern. So I do expect a little pop-up before a smack down again. And yeah, that's kind of the way I see it, right? So that's the 6 hour. So once again, on the 1 hour, we're kind of in the middle of it now. Whoever took the short, you know, you're up like almost 2% now. And that's pretty much all you have right now. Of course, you had some wicks here. Well, what this tells me that the wicks are down here, that I think we are looking at going down here once again. Okay. And actually, you know, I will probably, when I'm interested in buying, guys, is when we hit this zone. Okay, that is when I'm interested in buying, when we hit the lower end of the falling wedge. Okay, so that is for Bitcoin, and let's take a look at what Ethereum is doing. Alright, so here we have Ethereum. Obviously, this one was a little bit different. This one was in a nice channel here, and then it broke down. Okay, so we can obviously get rid of this now because it's useless information now, right? So you always want to get rid of lines that are useless to you after the fact. So if this is a channel, you know, we obviously don't have the bottom established at all. But what I'm just assuming is parallel, right? Just a parallel line to this one. So I simply copied that one and dragged it to the bottom here. And I just assume for us to go down here, okay? So that's why I have a alert set at like the $100 mark, a little bit above the $100, because I do think we can definitely hit like the 96 and stuff. And we obviously have to look at what that is on BitMax, because $100 is very psychological mark. So we actually need to draw a line here, right? So we go on the 6 hour. And remember, guys, I'm always in log chart, right? A lot of people are actually using the other chart, right? The linear chart, but I'm always in log. Okay, so we're just going to draw some rough line here. There you go. So let's see here. Well, I'd say it can do better. It needs to touch. Okay, so one touch. And here's your second, third, fourth. Okay, so, and now I'm going to copy this right here. Obviously, we need to adjust this. Have some ticks. Okay, so one, we have a tick here. So at least down here, $93. This is definitely possible on BitMax. But let's go back onto our Bitfinex chart, because it's obviously drawn better, because that's where I trade. So yeah, I do expect us to come down here, and then we'll bounce from there. Okay, that's where I'll be looking to buy. As for right now, what, you know, if we break out of here, great. You know, I'll just buy after the breakout. That's fine. But if I want to patiently buy, I'll wait for the price to come to me. Okay, and that's down here. Right, that's another 7% lower. That is where I'll be sitting and waiting to scoop up some cheap Ethereum. Well, cheap as in cheap for a little bit, right? Because I expect a bounce. Okay, so let's say you get the bounce, right? And if we go down there for some reason, right? So let's first take a look at what Fibonacci level is that actually. So we haven't looked at the Fibonacci level at all for a while. Alright, so we'll take this bottom here, and we'll take this top. Alright, so there we go. And let's extend this a little bit. So let's extend this a little bit. There we go. So you hit this perfectly. Okay, so 786 at 101. 886 is actually at 92. But I am kind of rooting for this little consolidation here, right? To be my buy area. Okay. Will that hold? Well, you know, that's we'll have to see. But that's definitely coincides with this here, right? Too. So I mean, we held here in the middle of nowhere. So it can definitely hold somewhere around here, right? This is just the line that we have. So, you know, that is kind of what I'm looking for. Also, when we bounced here, we never bounced exactly off the 618, right? We were just above it, etc. So, we'll just have to see. Okay, so now I'm not blind, right? We also have to look at divergences and stuff. So, let's take a look at what's going on with the divergences on Ethereum and Bitcoin. Alright, so first Ethereum. Let's take a look on the daily here. Alright, so we have here low. We're trying to put in a higher low. Not too fond of it. 12 hour. We do have some kind of divergence here. As you can see, basically you went lower here a little bit and you went higher here, right? That's what a RSI divergence is. So yeah, I'm well aware of that. That's good. But it's 12 hours, so that can definitely take some time to play out. Let's take a look at 6 hour here. We have a huge divergence here as well. So it's all looking bullish, guys, right? This is all looking bullish. Everyone was talking about like this bearish scenario. Yeah, I can see it happen, but after a pop, right? So we first going up and then make like some kind of double top and then we'll go down. Right? That's kind of how I see the market. Right? So going up, consolidating, you know, and then going down. Okay. That's kind of how I see it. So I'm bullish here. Right? I'm definitely looking to buy. But I'm not willing to buy right here. I'm willing to buy after a breakout, or I'm willing to buy when we get down at these lines. Okay, not somewhere we are right now. When we get up here and I see it struggling, I'm willing to take a little short actually. So you just need to have your plans ready, guys, and then execute them. Okay, so that's kind of the divergences on Ethereum, but Bitcoin obviously needs to do the same. So let's take a look at Bitcoin here. Once again, we'll start at the daily. Alright, so you don't really see the divergence here on the daily. What about the 12 hour? The 12 hour, you do see it going. Yeah, definitely it's here. 6 hour, yeah, it's here. So, yeah, it's definitely there on Bitcoin as well. Okay. But like I said, guys, we haven't reached this bottom yet. Okay. So on Bitcoin as well, right? I'm going to set an alert just to tell me if I'm right. Right, so there, I have an alert set there as well, and that's it, guys. Right? So we have Bitcoin and Ethereum covered, and I think that's the majority, right? That's the two you need to be looking at to see if this market is reversing into a bullish situation or not. All right, guys. Also, guys, I have a Telegram. Join up with the CryptoPygoz blog where you can ask me any question, ask other people questions, and it's just a great chat box to be in, right? Let's see what's going on here. And yeah, there were bull traps there, Jorg. Yeah, definitely. Bull traps. But the bull traps were only there if you had your chart on linear, right? If you had it on log, like I had, that's where the big money trades, right? I think I have a video on that. The big money trades on the log chart. The small money trades on the linear chart. Okay, and that's based on a source that is big money. Alright, that's not me. I'm not big money, but that's someone who used to trade in a hedge fund. So, okay, so it was mooning, then you got wrecked. Yeah, the stop loss, exactly, dude. And that is how you protect yourself. You just go with the trend, and the trend was still down, so that's why you also need to. So when the trend, guys, when the trend is up, you have to be looking at longs, right? Primarily. Now, obviously, when you're at a high, you can be like, okay, I'm going short, and I think we have the top here, and it's the same with the bottom, right? We think we're very close to the bottom, and you want to buy. Well, but the trend is still down, so you need to give it that little edge of going short a little more than going long. Alright, so yeah, join up with that, guys. Also join up with the CryptoPygoz feed where I post all my videos, post about upcoming ICOs, STOs, but at the moment just don't expect any of them because you simply won't make money. That is because of the simple fact that we are still in the bear market, and well, when we are in the bear market, you will not make money going into ICOs and STOs generally, right? When the time is there, I will definitely start talking about them again, and so we can make money on those as well. Also, guys, follow me on Twitter, which is twitter.com/Pygoz, and also follow me on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Pygoz. And also, guys, I have a new platform that I'm streaming on, mostly games, but I can do an occasional crypto stream as well. I always have the crypto tickers on the bottom, so if anyone has a question or of course when action is happening, I'll switch to a crypto stream immediately to talk about it. But that is on dlive.tv/Pygoz. Alright guys, both telegrams will be in the description below, and if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, hit that post notification button, and if you got any questions at all, leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.